Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, flag, wait. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
Luck now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, orbit. Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We got this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Robert Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own team.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Following the interception, Winston going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck got a man open. It's Sutton. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
59, 11
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw is Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready up. Mike 58 right there. Protein spill.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Winston now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Winston. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 7, Luck throwing the out route and complete. It's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Luck on first down. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw, Love. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Luck now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Luck. He's going to air one out. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So don't say nothing. Kill. 22, check, cover.
They'll start here with Jackson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Flip. Check. Short. Man, I got you.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. They got a man. It's Woods. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 36, Winston. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's caught, Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
Ready, flag, hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Hilton. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
Tackles.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's locked. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jackson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Jameis to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Luck. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Throwing his Luck. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Luck throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So